And the main thing is we're seeing Erling Haaland smile, because if he hadn't got that hat-trick after that second half, he would not have been happy, Sean, would he?
I don't know if he would have been happy. I think he knows he had some chances early on where he could have made that hat-trick a bit earlier, but that was a chance. You don't really see him take shots, especially that quickly from outside of the box, so you can see then that he actually wanted that hat-trick. And the finish for me, his final third finish was a fantastic striker's finish. From outside of the box, snapshot, used the defender and kept it as close to the post as possible.
Are Ipswich in the situation to say, well, we only conceded one in that second half, could have been a lot worse?
I think they'll take a 4-1. You know, there's positives. They scored the first goal. They had a go. They tried to press from the front. Look, they got punished. That happens. You know, don't poke the bear. They did that early on and they got punished. So I think they'll take it as a learning lesson. And the good thing is they got the hardest games out of the way.
Absolutely. And the bear didn't half roar today for the Premier League champions. 4 in the end. And
Erling, many congratulations. How fresh and hungry was that performance from you and the team today?
Yeah, first game of the season at the home, so we all look forward to it. And I know how difficult it is to come to the Etihad, so I have this in the back of my mind. So
your 23rd senior hat-trick. The game seemed pretty comfortable once you've got that 3-1 lead. Were you quite pleased that the manager kept you on? You're obviously feeling fresh after the summer break.
Yeah, of course. I didn't think too much of that. We tried to get the one more goal. Didn't happen until the end. So, but we're happy we win, and that's the most important thing.
And the players look hugely motivated. And you've got someone like Savinho coming into the team, winning a penalty, getting an assist, who's settled in really quickly.
Yeah, he's been amazing so far, and we are happy with everyone we have, and everyone that comes, we're also happy. So, yeah.
Just finally, tell me about that reception for Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah, amazing. You know, when he's in the locker room, I saw him yesterday in the treatment room. It feels normal, you know, to just see him. So it's good to have him back, and of course he's amazing football. Everyone knows. So cannot wait to play with him again.
Yeah, Gundogan back. City winning 4-1, and Erling Haaland scoring a hat-trick for the 23rd time already in his career. That, of course, after Ipswich had taken the lead, but his penalty was the one that got his hat-trick going. No real debate about this, Leif Davis on Savinho?
No. For me, it was a guaranteed penalty. He kind of steps across his path to make that challenge, and from you do that, you're running the risk of giving this penalty away. And in many ways, you always want these penalties to fall when your main players on the pitch, and it falls and Haaland gets it. But you can see there, he just steps across him on his foot. I don't think it's that bad, but it is a penalty.
Took a while, but this was a fairly obvious outcome.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected any different. He just scores goals for fun. The one thing I would say is Savinho going to be a brilliant player for Man City. 1v1, he just skips by people. It reminds me of Riyad Mahrez, and then they got City firing. I mean, the mistake from the keeper, Muric, just stay on your line. There's no need. I know it's a brilliant touch and finish from Erling Haaland. He makes it look easy, but you know, obviously they're a bit higher in the space for Haaland to run into. But the goalkeeper's just got to stay in the goal. Can't score, but for whatever reason he decides to come out shiny and he gets punished.
I think it's that ball from Kevin. The way he plays it in, it almost looks like it's going to run through to him, but it kind of just holds up and plays into Haaland's hand. And the technique to take it around the keeper and just tap it into the goals, that's what you need.
So 67 in 68 Premier League games now, courtesy of this strike.
What can you say? I think Owen hit the nail on the head. It's a goal machine. You don't want anything else from it. I know there's a lot of rumours and people saying things about him not very good at holding up the ball, but that's what you bought him, is to put the ball in the back of the net. And for me, that's a fantastic finish from anybody.
It's like he was created in a lab to score goals, honestly. I've never seen... He's just a goal-scoring machine. He's got the size, he's got the technique. He's not the most beautiful football player, but my word, can this guy score goals? For sure.
Yeah, and that's a collector's item as well, because 67 Premier League goals. How many has he got outside of the box?
I'd say no more than 4.
You always were the teacher's pet, weren't you? 4 out of 67. Over to you for Mr. Muric in the Ipswich goal. Come on, have your rant for Kevin De Bruyne's goal.
Well, just stop trying to be a number 10 and just pass the ball. Look, he waits. He's luring people in like, come on, I've got a bit. I'm good on the ball. He's 6'5", he's backpedaling, don't need to be doing it, gets to have his feet, stud roll. Ridiculous. Just kick the ball. All these managers are trying to tell these goalkeepers to play this beautiful football. I have number 10s and wingers to do that. Just pass the ball. And then he's backpedaling. He gets pressed from Savinho. He's got no chance to shift that and get him out of his feet and gets punished. Managers got to stop asking goalkeepers to keep doing this. It's getting ridiculous.
Well, some rant, to be fair.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, you can see, I think, as soon as he sees him take that touch where he rolls it out of his feet, that's when Savinho, in his head, I've got him here, and he kind of just turns the pace up a little bit and he puts his body in between, and that was it from there.
And let's remind ourselves, it seems a long time ago you used the expression poke the bear. They did after 7 minutes for Sami Smodic's first touch.
Yeah, brilliant start. And to be fair, Keir McKenna before the game, he said, look, we've got to be good in transitions. And they were just that, you know, really. I like the fact that they didn't force this, they didn't rush it. They get a little midfield runner there, and it's a great run. Rico Lewis tries to play offside, and it's a great goal. And Shawnee said, you know, you got to take your chances when you go to the Etihad. They did just that. The problem was, you know, they give away the penalty shortly after. But this has got to be the blueprint. Defend well, and then can you counter-attack and transition? Be patient, pick the pass. City with that high line, we know they might give you a chance. And it's just a really well-worked goal.
The pass-through is a brilliant pass for me. I think, like you said, he waited the patience, but where he takes two defenders out of the game, just kind of whips it round them. And the finish, he was composed. Some people say he got a little in the net, and that's all that matters. And I think that'll do him the world of good scoring that goal.
That was the only shock of the day. City 2 out of 2. They look imperious. Gundogan back involved as well today. I suppose the only concern was Kovacic going off.
Yeah, that, in many ways, that would be a very big concern, especially with everybody knowing Rodri's not where he needs to be yet to start in this team. But hopefully it's not too bad for him, and hopefully he gets a speedy recovery.
Indeed, and the champions in full flow already. Right, let's round up what else happened around the boys. Had the audacity, Owen, to take a 7-minute lead through Sami Smodic.
Yeah, don't do that. Not at the Etihad. But to be fair, they were bright. Excuse me, they were really positive. And to be fair, Keir McKenna said before the game, we're going to play on transitions. In City give you a chance. They get a little bit open, but I love this. Patient. Rico Lewis tries to play offside. And it's just a brilliant counter-attack. Really well played. Look, it was against a run of play, obviously. But you have to take your chances, Shawnee, when you get them. And they did just that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we spoke about at the beginning of the game, that, like, you're not going to get that many chances. So when you do get them, you've got to get in behind them, put those away. But the time of his run, like you said, was perfect into the space. Slows himself down and composes himself. I think maybe Edison could have did a little bit better, but you can't take anything away from the Ipswich players in that counter-attack.
But then, Sean, 3 goals in just less than 12 minutes. This was the penalty, Leif Davis on Savinho.
For me, it's a definite penalty. I watched Leif Davis play against Liverpool, and he's a very, very quick fullback. So I'm surprised he didn't just catch up to him instead of sticking that leg in. But for me, that is a penalty. It's just, it should have been given to start with, but he gets there in the end. And who else do you want to take it? Haaland.
Big man's not going to miss, is he? I mean, first of all, Savinho's a brilliant player. Takes people on. Reminds me a bit of Riyad Mahrez. Haaland sends Mahrez the other way. And the problem is, when you make a mistake like that, give away a penalty, they tie it up. I mean, this
What's he doing here in Europe?
Is so annoying. They've got to start playing out like this, the goalkeepers. He's about 6'5". He's not quick enough to shift that ball and get away from somebody pressing you like that. Just get rid of it. You know, and obviously you get punished.
It's the rolling with the studs. That gets him straight away.
Sean, what about this? He stops, like, luring him in. Come on, then.
But then he gets it back in good time. It's when he goes like this, it kills him, the studs. The ball don't go nowhere, and he's taken, like, a backward step.
When you're 6'5", you shouldn't be backpedaling on a football pitch.
There you go.
And then you try and shift it and get out of your feet. Savinho's thinking, what are you doing?
Elsewhere, there's been action as well. Let's start in North London. Spurs welcome.